Hello everyone, and welcome to Genshin Impact again. Let me click into the game really quickly so I can bring you over. Just letting it load in for a moment. My apologies for being just a little bit late, by the way. I was really running up against the start of the stream for a start time, and I wanted to make sure to make sure that my tea was ready. So, as we're loading in here, drink along is really easy this time. It is my usual herbal honey, or herbal lemon ginger, there we go, tea, and just literally a glass of water. It's warmer than usual here, and also when I was exercising a bit earlier, I went really hard, again, as compared to usual, and let me go over to the game now, because it's loaded in, and I could feel that dehydration was becoming a little bit of an issue, so just making sure to stay nice and hydrated this time. Yay, Welkin Moon. Okay, sure, I guess we're starting with this. Forgot that I left the game yesterday there. Okay, let's get over to Inazuma City, just so we have a nice, calm point to start at. Apologies if you can hear vacuum shade. Don't get to hear that one very often. Anyway, okay. So we are currently in... Oh, we have 2 weeks remaining for this BP period. I thought we only had 1. Okay, neat. Yeah, 2. Okay, cool. That's much easier to deal with. I thought that this was the last week. I should be able to get to 50 no problem then. Like, normally per week I go up... I mean, granted, it's a logarithmic scale, but normally I go up something like 3 to 4 levels minimum. So yeah, I should get there no problem. Let's see, that's just the usual dailies. For weeklies, right, we just ticked over on the weeklies, so actually I have a lot to do. Probably going to start with Serena Teapot, because that's going to be the one that's kind of annoying to get done. And what do we have left for BP period? Abyss, Wishes. Ooh, if I do one more 10-shot, I get that. Okay, that's going to be basically my emergency button if I'm, like, just a little bit short. And... okay, that was actually the event that I was showing you in part 1 of the Genshin stuff, which was technically supposed to be Assassin's Creed stuff. I'll fix that description eventually. But yeah, that should be just like the end part of that, so that should be super easy to get. Okay, and what is our resin like? Okay, we got 9 resin remaining to refill, so we can go and do stuff, but it's not mandatory to empty the resin right now. Go ahead and redo all the expeditions, because there's no button to just redo all of them automatically. God, that would be a nice button to have. Please. Eventually. And Mondstadt. Okay, cool. So there's my money from that. Let's go ahead and do commissions first, just because nice way to ease into the day and everything. Really, the only reason I ever don't do commissions first is either if my resin is full, or I'm doing the same thing multiple times, and so there's reason to, like, go wait out a timer. And we're not doing ley lines this time, or we're not doing bosses this time is what I meant to say. The ley lines you can just do ad infinitum. But we're not doing bosses, so I don't need to wait on the boss timer.
My apologies.
And if you missed the explanation from last time, this is going to look like hot mess, just what the hell is going on. It actually does start to make sense as you play the game, but it looks like absolute chaos before you understand it. In the water? Yes, you are. Yay.
There is no escape.
Get further into the water. And yes, you can freeze people mid-air. It's stupid as hell. I'm not actually complaining about being able to freeze them in the air. It's not actually that serious of an issue. It's just kind of weird that you can do that. I guess it would be difficult to model the collision physics of having the enemy drop back to the ground, but having them just hang in the air also just feels weird to me. Just chalk it up to being a stylistic choice. So, what do we have over here? Is this just like killing treasure hoarders or something? Exactly what I just said. Cool. You die first. I hate you. Oh, I was pressing 1 instead of Q. That's why.
That tingle?
My apologies.
Oh, these aren't the guys with guns. They're just the guys with bombs. Okay. Yeah, the Fatui, I think, are the ones with bombs. Or finally I finally realized how I was wrong, and I immediately screwed it up. I think the Fatui are the ones with guns. There we go. Because the guys with staves that turn into guns are just super annoying to deal with. Maybe it's just me not knowing how to deal with them, but it always feels so annoying to get through their armor.
My apologies.
Which admittedly it is Geo armor, so maybe just Zhongli's shield, because that breaks Geo constructs really quickly.
That tingle?
Take flight.
But that then requires Zhongli's E to be up, which it has a decent cooldown to it. It's not something you can just spam. Okay. By the way, the music symbol over there is the Arataki gang's. What is it? The ultimate. I don't remember the exact name of it. It's in the events though. The Almighty Arataki Great and Glorious Drum Along Festival. I'm pretty sure that I have done. I know that I have done all of the ones that were in the list there. Oh, this is like this is user submitted stuff. I forgot that was a thing. No, sure, I'll do a little bit of that in a bit. I actually had a decent amount of fun doing it. What a coincidence. Well. Right after yesterday's letter, here's another one from me. Yeah, Yae Miko also wrote Raiden Shogun's letter, and Raiden Shogun's birthday was yesterday. These are letters that you get for each character's birthday, normally written by them. Just not with Shogun, I guess. Don't worry, there won't be any tomorrow. Come to think of it, are you sad about it to read this letter? Are you too sad about to read this letter, little one? If so, rest assured, it won't make any difference whether you read this letter or not, because I don't put sappy words into a letter. You, little one, are a fun person. It would be much more interesting to see your reactions in person. Right, here are a few sakura blossoms that I collected in my spare time. To preserve them for a long time, you might want to make them into a bookmark and put it between the pages of your favorite light novel. How about I personally recommend you one? Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, Yae Miko is the head publisher or something like that of the Yae Publishing House. It's either the Yae Publishing House or the Miko Publishing House. I think it's Yae. And yeah, this world has light novels. She created them, to the best of my understanding. Why did she create light novels? It was down this way, and we have some petals here.
Shine down.
And yes, that's how you collect sakura blossoms in this game. You jolt them with electricity. Back before I had a good electro character raised, that was super annoying. Especially since my main first DPS needed so many of them. I rolled Ayaka and then needed to start the game in Mondstadt. I didn't realize that ice bridging was a thing at the time, so I didn't go to Inazuma until the game wanted me there.
Sakura swirl.
Words of the wise, if you can roll a Mondstadt character when you start this game, that's much easier. Granted, like I mentioned in the first part of playing this game on stream, the actual world scales to your level, kind of. So, as long as you don't ascend too far in your character stuff, in your player stuff, your character stuff doesn't matter. Well, okay. Here's the world level. Technically, the world level and how far you can ascend your characters are separate. It is at specific adventure ranks, and that's, again, your character level. At specific adventure ranks, you can choose to increase the world level by doing another quest, and you unlock the ability to go to further adventure ranks and ascend your characters further. So it's only like adventure rank 45 or 50 or something like that you can actually ascend your characters all the way up to level 90, which is the maximum character. Yeah, see how all these stars are filled out? Versus you? Yeah. You're missing one, so you can only go up to 80 as a maximum. And then you're only at 3, so 60 is a maximum, etc., etc. Yeah. So the number of these stars you can fill out is based on your adventure rank, and your maximum adventure rank is based on if you've completed certain quests that when you complete them, they advance your world level. It is... oh god. This game is so complicated when you first look at it. Like, I actually have genuinely considered just starting a new account for this stream series, because I know what I'm doing a lot of the time now. Still not all the time, because Jesus Christ, just here's your weapon. You can enhance it by refining it, or by enhancing it, which you have this for enhancing it via levels, which goes up to the round numbers like with the characters, and then there it is for ascending the weapon like with your characters. Also per character, you then have constellations, which is how many times you have rolled the character, because you get extra benefits for rolling them multiple times. And then here's your artifacts, which you have 5 artifacts per character that each go from level 1 to level technically 20, although that's if you're doing all 5-star artifacts, and the artifacts only go up to, I think, 16 if they're 4-star instead. Realistically, you're going to be trying to use 5 stars as much as possible, and each of these artifacts has a main stat, a couple of substats. You get more substats as you level up the artifact, and then a artifact set bonus for 2-piece and 4-piece, because you can have different sets per character. Like this is 1, 2, 3, 4-piece Viridescent Venerer, which gets me the 4-piece set, and then the off-piece here on the goblet for Gladiator, I think. Yep, Gladiator, because that just has extra stuff on it to give her something somewhat useful. All of that per character. Oh, wait, forgot one. Talents, right. Here are all of your character's individual talents. Stuff like this doesn't matter. Here is attack, E, and Q. You can level these up independently of each other, again, per character, from level 1 to, I believe, 9. And then it gets from 9 up to 15 with other constellations and shit. And of course, this requires its own materials and Mora, and have all these other effects. People call this breath of the waifu. I see where they're coming from, and I do agree with a lot of that. Holy shit, is there a lot going on that is not in Breath of the Wild, though. As far as I'm aware, I haven't actually played, like, more than 5 minutes of Breath of the Wild. Yes, I'm the one person on the planet who hasn't played that game. Let's see, we're going over here, actually. Oh, we're back on this kid. Oh, Archon, hear me. I think I got to the end of this kid's quest once, didn't realize that it had a time limit on it, and let it sit for a few days, and it reset. Yeah, you need lacquerware, I know. Yep. Cool. Yep. Come on. I know where to go. And then we go back up here. You can read all the dialogue if you really want to. I do recommend reading it the first time. Like, I try to get immersed in this stuff. Don't just skip through all the dialogue, actually read it. This is probably like the 30th time I'm doing this quest. I know what the general plot is. Yeah, you want to make lacquerware so you can give an offering to the gods, blah, blah, blah. Come on. Let me go. I know where this is going. Something, you need skill and time and dedication to make lacquerware, something like that. Back down here, because lacquerware is now done, so we can go on to the actual question that ends the quest. Hello, quest marker. Yep. You want to make tricolor dango, but that is the wrong thing to do. Go with the sachet. Sachet. And yes, I know it's dango as well. I mispronounced it there. Yes, please, because that'll advance the quest tomorrow. Yep, cool. Yeah, cool. And Shogun. Whoop, that's Zhongli.
There
Whoops.
is no escape.
Still an Archon, just the wrong element. Nope, can't E in the air. And I always make sure to collect some of these just because I don't need a ton of them, but I did need a ton of them for Ayaka. And they're also used for 1 or 2 recipes to make food. So just might as well have a good stock of them saved up. Come on. Really long cooldown on her on her skill, technically. Doesn't matter most of the time. Mostly useful in combat, etc., etc. But also used... Oh, hey. I guess I collected these too soon. Or I collected these 2 recently. There we go. So now we have our daily commission. So let's go back up here. Up, wrong direction. And wrong waypoint. Yeah, whatever. I know how to navigate this. While we're running here, I'm just gonna take a sip of tea. Okay, that's still quite hot, actually. Not hot enough to burn, but like I said, it's really warm at the moment, so let's start with water then. That's a much better temperature. Up. There we go. Up. Sorry.
Ad Astra at...
And commissions.
Thank you for completing today's commissions.
Okay, so let's see. Gotta mine stuff and spend resin. We just did a decent bit of exploring, so let's go ahead and do a boss fight or 2. Because the week has ticked over, so I might as well go ahead and do these weekly bosses. I can do 3... Can I get 4? I think I can get a 4th one. That'll be basically all of our resin. Because the first 3 per week are at half cost, so it costs 30 resin to get their rewards. Whereas from there it costs 60. So 30, 60, 90, and then 60 gets us up to 150, so that'd be that. Cool. Now, the wolf is actually ice elemental, so Ayaka is not a good choice there. Technically, neither is Jean, actually, because the boss is immune to animo damage, but Jean is my healer, and so is a nice bit of a backup. So, in case I haven't actually gone over these roles, or you skipped the first video, or first stream, Jean here is a healer, and I use her as kind of an off DPS a lot of the time as well, because she does decent damage, at least for my team. Hu Tao, formerly Ayaka for the team, is my main DPS. That's where I'm getting a lot of my damage from. Zhongli is primarily a shielder. He has, I think, the best shield in the game. And when I say I think, that's not an opinion, it's whether I remember it correctly or not. And Raiden Shogun here is also an off DPS like Jean. Probably more of a DPS than Jean, I'd say. But also, the big thing with her is that her ultimate ability actually is an Omni Battery. So, you need energy to charge up people's ultimates. And her ultimate, as it hits, charges everyone else's ultimate back up. So, it is just a combination that I got used to using, because those are the characters that I rolled most quickly, and it works out decently well. I don't think it's meta or anything, and God knows my artifact sets, weapons, etc., aren't meta, but it's doable. I don't die much, outside of, like, specifically challenging content. Hold on. Dandelion seeds. Needed those for Jean. Been paranoid about them ever since because, again, basically the same thing as Sakura Blossoms for Ayaka. You don't need any specific material until you suddenly need approximately 200 of it. And suddenly you really regret not picking everything up off the ground until that point. If you're not prepared in this game, it will grind you down. Over to you to start with the shield. Start the battle. Yes, I am. Hello.
Stabilize.
Yeah, see how he took no damage from that? Okay, I'm gonna need to actually focus here. I'm not used to playing this while on stream. So I'm probably gonna be playing worse than usual. So let's at least try. Wait, what? Let's at least try to mitigate that event.
Inazuma shines eternal.
You gonna be a dumbass? Bit, yeah.
Time to go.
And you healing. Hope for damage. Yeah, so Tao is actually like, at the moment, the most complicated character for me in combat. Her style isn't that complex, but a lot of characters are a lot simpler. For her, it's E, and you want to do kind of a charge attack, but then dash cancel it, because then the charge damage will come out, but you can attack more quickly because you're not waiting for the full charge attack animation. I think that technically you're supposed to charge and then jump, but I always felt like the trip back down after you jump was slower than just, I feel like that was slower than that. Maybe they are about the same speed, I don't quite know. Jump also has the benefit of not taking up stamina, so that's a thing. And poke. Hey, how'd that shield not go off? Yeah, see, I feel like... okay, shield is up. The dash just feels a lot better to me.
There is no escape.
Probably should have gone over to Zhongli there, actually. That might be bad. Cool, shield back up. Poke. Fire. Heal. Shield is still up. Right in there. Poke, heal. Just kind of ship it down at this point. Shield back up. Okay, we won. Cool. Yep, 30 resin because it's a half. 3 of 3. Okay. Oh, right. I need to go fight Azadajaha, whatever the hell his name is. Oh, that's the annoying one. Of all the weekly bosses, this asshole is still... Is it you? Yeah. This asshole is still the most difficult for me, because it just takes some patience to do it properly, because this is just a very tanky boss. So let's go back over to Ayaka, because I'm much more used to using her.
A pleasure to
And
be
you
working
can't freeze this boss, so there's no point in doing a Hydro Cryo team. So the boss is going to have an Ice phase and a Fire phase. That's what this is saying. Go ahead and start that. And I'm doing this fight, even though it's so annoying, specifically because Ayaka needs this boss's materials in order to level up her talents to like their maximum power. And I'm right at the end of upgrading some of her talents. Hello, Azdaha. Out here. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Azdaha. I don't think that's Ajdaha? Maybe. Oh, is that time-based? Because I didn't move. Oh. I've only ever approached him. Okay, cool. Noted. Zhongli's shield is freaking invaluable in this fight. Yeah, see, each of those pulses would have done damage if I hadn't had the shield up. And like I mentioned in the first stream, you can use the ults to dodge, or to essentially cancel. You can use the ults to iframe a lot of stuff, basically.
Take flight.
Back over to Zhongli, just so we can get the shield up whenever it goes down. So this is a fight that just takes a long time. It is a fight that requires patience because you just can't really burn this guy down very quickly.
Illusion shattered.
That being said, kind of as the counterbalance, he doesn't have any ranged attacks. You actually can just kind of stay out of his range, only approach when safe, and that is a genuine strategy. That's actually how I beat him the first couple of times.
Illusion shattered.
And then I realized I could use Zhongli because Zhongli had actually leveled up enough at that point, and that made it a lot faster.
Embrace the ice.
Please die. Please be taking damage. Oh, you're not taking damage. God damn it.
Your reckoning.
Yeah, shut up and die.
I will have order. Solidify.
Yeah, so you need a shield in order to not continuously take pyro damage. Oh, but out of there. Okay. Food. It's been a while since I actually outright died to him. You. And out. We do not have the sigil, so we are not taking damage. As long as I can get Jean's ult, then I should be able to heal everyone.
Illusion shattered.
Solidify.
Okay, there we go.
Barbados, guide us.
Now we just hope that he doesn't kill me in about 2 seconds. Good enough. Go over to you to heal. Back over to you because you're doing enough full.
Take flight.
Go.
Solidify.
Sometimes when you press the button, it just doesn't take the input. I don't know why, and I really don't like it. It is generally with faster inputs, though, so it is kind of outspeeding the game, I guess.
Whirling snow.
You're all okay. Cryo time. Cool.
Though you know it not.
And go, 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 go.
Stabilize.
Ah, it's the tail. Okay, so this is where these things keep popping up and you kind of just run around for a bit.
Quake.
For some reason, I thought that was going to be an actual attack. It is not.
Whirling snow. Illusion shattered.
Order guide you.
Okay, this is kind of some sick music. I keep forgetting how good the music in this game is.
Take flight. Shine down. Inazuma shines eternal.
Yeah, so not quite ideal because I could have used Jean's ult first. I do not have a shield at the moment. This is dangerous. Oh shit.
Stabilize.
Yep. This is where I always die whenever I die. Because this is when just everything is going friggin' wacky.
Solidify.
Fisher.
I will have order.
There is no atonement.
Oh shit. Ah. Oh, what? I thought I pressed 1, not 2. Go. Yes, got it in time.
Illusion shattered.
My apologies.
Please die. Oh, thank God. Like, that last 20% of the health bar or whatever is always just kind of me racing against time, trying to keep my shield up as much as possible. Well, shit, I needed the other boss part. Oh, got myself hiccups there for a moment. Here, let me drink some water. So yeah, this is her talent that I've almost have fully leveled up. This is her normal attack and charge attack. To level it up, we need this one. Whoops. What do you need? That. And, you need that. Yep. And I don't want to level up Sumetsu yet because... Kabuki? Sure. This is its last level. This crown is the equivalent of a fake Grand Order... Is the equivalent of a fake Grand Order lore or something. So... Oh, right. Sorry, I was just looking over on my second monitor and seeing myself on the left side. I realized I'm looking at the right side of the actual stream screen. Whoops. Anyway, but these crowns are the equivalent of a fake Grand Order crystallized lore. So it's like the final Ascension mat. It's just that for Genshin you also need all this stuff. So I want to just get this up to 10, then I'll focus on getting these two up higher. So I don't want to raise the other two before I raise that first one. Okay, so that is 2. Let's go down to you for 3. You know what? Actually, character, you, talent. That's your shield. What do you need? Okay, you need Storm Terror stuff. Noted. What about you? Okay, you need Senora stuff. Okay, how do I want to do that then? Realistically, I'm going to be running you as my main DPS for the vast majority of the game, I think. Until I have a ridiculously good Sorry, ran out of air there. Ridiculously good roster. Do I have you? I do not have you raised at all. No wonder your Q sucks so bad. Also, hi, this is Mona. Everyone has made jokes about Mona. Don't worry, you're not the first. And here's Yelan. I kind of want to raise Yelan because I don't have an archer, and she's Hydro, and an absolute badass. So I can run her with Ayaka and create a permafreeze, I think. But I think that requires using her Q, which I think is this one. I don't think I've used these things. Yeah, the Fatui stuff for anyone, actually. It's currently Monday, right? Hold on, phone. Yeah, Monday. Yes, I had to go check that. Welcome to my life. Okay, so these are like the plant Liyue books. Right. We need to go over to Liyue Harbor to check the alchemy table. I could check my own items, but this also just works to do all at once. So I have 47 bronze. Let's see. Liyue book, plant, 47 bronze, 63 silver, 9 gold. That's enough to get somewhere. What level are you? 50 going on 60. What do you need for Ascension? Right. You need these things. Found on the beaches of Liyue. Yes, that's why I'm holding off on getting her talents up, is because I want to get her up to level 90 first. Okay, Mona, how about you? Okay, so you have the Shield Mondstadt books. Oh, right. Whopper Flower Nectar. Yeah, I've used that for a couple of characters, so I don't have a lot of it. Shenhe was the most recent. Profile? No. Attributes? Yeah. So, 70 going on 80, and she needs Whopper Flower stuff, so I still need to get more Whopper Flower stuff, and I need to get another 45... It's not Chising, is it? Jinxing. I think. I know virtually no words of any Chinese dialect, so I always need to kind of second guess how I'm pronouncing that. Okay, so yeah. So actually, kind of keeping this all in one thought, Shenhe here is a cryo support character. So she can support Ayaka. And then Mona or Yelan, whoever I choose there, is then a Hydro who can essentially provide infinite freeze to the enemy team. So, as you saw, the enemy will literally just freeze in place. It'll even stop their animation.
Its duty,
and since Ayaka is my main DPS, then building a freeze team focused on boosting her damage, you can kind of see where that's going. Pretty much because I just literally told you where it's going. Freeze team. So, and then I have Yae Miko here, who then pairs up with Raiden Shogun, because Yae is an Electro support, Raiden is an Electro character. And Electro Hydro is, like, colloquially called the Taser team, because the Electroshock, I think it is, will actually, like, stop the enemies from doing much, and it'll constantly do damage to them in Electro while they're also under Hydro. So that's also why I want to raise up 2 Hydro characters, is because I have need for them in 2 separate teams that I have raised characters for. So, all that being said, Child here, I don't seem to need anything for. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I thought that was Storm Terror stuff. Oh, no, that's Child stuff. That makes sense, actually. This is basically where Zhongli and Child met, I think. It's basically the bank of Liyue. And Zhongli is essentially the one who makes the money. Or at least he was in the past. I don't think he does that anymore. They haven't really addressed the fact that money is no longer being made, by the way. I kind of assume that's going to come up in a later story chapter at some point. You know what, for now, sure, let's fight Child so we can get materials for Zhongli. Actually, what materials do you need aside from the boss materials? You're the one that I care about. Okay, you need the Circle Insignia books. Quite clearly, we do not have enough. We need 9 more of the gold, though. Inventory?
It's time to move on.
Wait, is it this? Yes. Cool. There are the books. Okay, so these books. So we have 3 of these, 69 of these, nice, 46 of these. I mean, we can get up to 12 of these by converting from 9, so then we would need 27 of these. But then that's only to get to rank 9 for him, I think.
Stay here.
Yeah, let's get to rank 9 for him. You know, that's worth it since rank 10 is the top. I didn't get Ayaka's material, so I'm not spending on her ascension. Because, in case you didn't notice, there is a Mora cost here, and there's the weekly Mora spending for the Battle Pass, where it's 500,000. So that's 450 if I do that. But if I do Ayaka's rank 10, that's 700,000 right there. So that just takes care of the weekly with that alone. But I don't have this material, and I just did that boss, so I'm not getting it. So I'm not getting that material this week. So I might as well go ahead and do the Zhongli one.
We have work to
do.
do.
Oh, right. Everyone's half dead. Forgot about that. Here. I skipped the Statue of the Seven last time because we just had other stuff to do. But here's what the Statue of the Seven does. Well, it's one of like 3 things it does. Everyone is now healed. The statue does have a limited pool of healing. This one? But, like, notice how 3 of my characters were at, like, I don't know, 20% HP or something, and all of that being healed got just a little bit below, a decent chunk below, half of the total healing power. It is possible to max out the healing of the Statue of Seven. It's not super easy to do. Well, I suppose it is easy, just yeet characters off a cliff, pretty much. But if you're not trying to drain the statue, then it takes a bit of doing. Okay, so now that everyone's healed, over to Child. And if you wonder why I keep calling him Child as opposed to, like, his name, I don't know. The Fatui Harbingers, there are, I think, 12 or 13 of them, just have these weird-ass names. The 2 that we've met most are Child and Signora. Signora. I keep wanting to pronounce the G because I think they do in the actual game. But then we've also met Scaramouche. I don't know if he has a familial name or not, because I've met him once. Let's see, this is Child, so yeah, sure, this works.
This opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle.
Yeah, you might want to be less of a lot less of a cocky bastard. This is your first phase. It doesn't last long.
There is no escape. Torn to oblivion.
You know, the first time I fought this guy, like the first time as a weekly boss, I don't know what I did, but I just absolutely riggedy wrecked his ass. Like, I melted his first phase, and I think his second phase, and his third phase was definitely not difficult, at least.
You've made some progress. Guess I should take you more seriously.
Speaking of phase 2,
Barbados, guide us.
Something else catch your eye?
Order guide you.
and ult,
Embrace the ice.
and skill.
Take flight.
Oh, there you are. Oh, I guess I killed him. I think he's just super weak to cryo at the beginning. That seems to be what the actual answer is.
Your strength is praiseworthy. I too shall use all of mine.
Titaglia, child, 11th of the Fatui Harbingers.
Foul legacy, the devouring deep.
Go back to dead cells.
Stabilize.
Whirling snow, shine down.
So yeah, this is the phase that actually can be difficult. Honestly, it's still not that bad. Like, look at how much of his health I'm taking off per combo.
Illusion shattered.
Remember how much I was doing to the big dragon thing? I will gladly take this fight over that. Come on. There we go.
Stabilize.
Assumedly that emblem on me is something from Child, like to do extra damage or something, I don't know. I don't actually know a lot of the mechanics of this fight. I kill him too quickly to notice them. Bye.
There is no escape.
Sure you don't want to move? You're gonna die. Okay, never mind.
Some you win, and some you lose.
So by the way, I actually want to take a brief moment to mention, when we go into phase 3 there, it looks like he's kind of surrounded by water, but then also has electricity. That is something very special. I haven't gone really into the world lore of this game yet in these streams. By the way, hi there, money. Just literal piles of money. Anyway, but most people cannot use this elemental magic stuff. This is very special. The only people who can do this are vision bearers, or vision wielders, whatever.
Illusion shattered.
Who is able to obtain a vision seems to be a philosophical debate between different countries. Some, it's a miracle bestowed by the gods or the archons, like Zhongli is the Geo Archon, or was. Raiden Shogun is the Electro Archon. There's an Archon for each of the 7 elements. Part of why you can get the 7 elements as visions. But some people believe that it's like a miracle from the Archons. Some believe that it is a testament of a person's ambition or will, that only those with ambition are bestowed visions. It is essentially a physical manifestation of those ambitions. But you only get one. Kind of. Because over here... This is the Traveler. It's your character name that goes here. They are... the beginning of the game is so confusing. In short, they essentially got isekai'd with their twin into this world, I think. I've seen some stuff online that made me think that maybe they just, like, essentially went to a coma for a few centuries or something. I don't actually know. But the important part for the sake of this conversation is that the Traveler here can wield all of the elements. They are just straight up the Avatar. Well, kind of. They can't wield them all at once. They need to go to the Statues of the Seven in order to change what element they're using. Child here is the first time, to the best of my knowledge, we ever see someone use two elements simultaneously. Now, we see that again with Senora, the other Fatui Harbinger boss fight, and we actually see it very briefly in the main story with the character Kazuha when the rebellion is trying to take down the Raiden Shogun because of plot stuff, where he very, very briefly seems to activate both his vision and a dead friend's vision that he was carrying around. Maybe that happens elsewhere as well in the story and I just haven't noticed it, but it seems like they're building toward that being more of a thing as we go. So I should be at 90? Yep. So let's go over... sure, let's go over to Senora. This is actually the second most difficult boss fight because this is like... unless you can fight Raiden Shogun as a weekly boss, which you might be able to, I'm not sure. This is the most recent boss fight aside from possibly that. And oh boy does it show! They made this a lot more difficult. Normal team, even though that might not be the best. I don't really know what team works best here, I can win with this one. Yeah, see, she's gonna have Cryo and Pyro.
You're trembling. Is it the cold or just cowardice?
The cold. Okay, notice how we have that bar at the bottom? That's because we're close enough that we're building up what's called sheer cold. It is your, oh fuck, I'm cold meter. Basically, this fight just gets really cluttered the longer you're here. And you just are constantly trying to deal with elemental bars. Shield gone? Yep.
Solidify! Order guide you!
Tactless rodent!
I guess you moved. Yeah, see now there's frost everywhere here.
Into the frozen void!
Oh, hi there.
Take flight! Detestable!
We're not even close to the annoying part. Oh, who am I kidding? The entire fight is the annoying part. Come on.
Embrace the ice!
Damn it.
There is no escape!
Stabilize!
Over here to heat up. I was going to say to cool off, but no, quite the opposite. And away. Yeah, it's like, this is the part of the fight that's just kind of weird to me, because what do you do? It seems like you just need to accept that you're going to get frozen over time.
Now you shall perish!
Oh, we are freezing.
Solidify!
Okay, this is actually like the reprieve of the fight. Because she's not really doing much. You just gotta kind of collect these butterfly things, and then do this.
Solidify!
Whirling snow!
And where'd you go? Are you over here? No, here. Do I have it? Nope. It says to use elemental reactions or something. Realistically, it's just attack. Yeah. And now for phase 2. Can you tell she has a butterfly motif? Does that make it more apparent? Crimson Witch of Embers. I've never been able to read that name fast enough. Now it's a pyro fight.
Solidify. I will have order.
Wind.
I don't know what it is, but I just conceptually prefer the pyro fight.
There is no escape.
Like, it's literally the same thing, just with a palette swap in terms of the actual danger. You're building up a fire bar instead of an ice bar. But I prefer the fire bar for some reason. Maybe because I'm more used to associating fire with danger, and like ice can be dangerous, but in general it's a lot slower. I'm kind of trying to psychoanalyze myself in the moment, and that's probably not the best idea. You go.
There is no escape.
Order guide you.
Still taking damage, and hasn't teleported yet.
Embrace your searing reckoning. Embrace your searing reckoning.
Yeah, this is the part of the fight that I really hate, when she just is teleporting around. Like, I don't care if you're dealing a ton of damage to me, just stand still / let me hit you. Like, this I'm okay with. Like, it's very much risk-reward. The longer I stay in, the more damage I do, but the more damage I do to her.
Barbados. Whirling snow.
And then she goes away.
Who dares call me a witch?
The game.
My
It literally referred to you as the Crimson Witch of
There is
Embers.
no escape.
Solidify.
And by the way, I'm not complaining that the enemy, you know, leaves when they're taking a ton of damage. It's specifically this part is what I hate. Because you can't do shit to her. You need to constantly avoid, but also the ground is on fire, so like, you also need to be around these things. It's honestly not even a bad challenge. It's just something for me to complain about. Yeah, I know. Because among all these fights, in general, once I figure out the mechanics, they're actually perfectly fine.
This is order.
Like, the dragon thing took me a little bit of time to figure out the mechanics, but once I understood what to do, I could be pretty consistent about it. This just always feels like a race against the clock that I never know how I'm really supposed to handle it. No, do not use Aika's ult. Go down, go down, go down. Oh, Jean is dead. That, okay. That's bad.
Illusion shattered. Now you shall
I might still be able to win without using items. This is why you make sure to check to see that Zhongli's shield is always up.
Embrace the ice.
Good, got that off. I wasn't expecting her to live, I just wanted her to get her ult off. Cool. Wait, you're alive?
Order guide you.
Take a meteor to the face.
Never ask
Good, now you're dead.
redemption. Never.
And that's 60 more resin. Cool. I don't use enough of those items to know which ones I need. Actually, let's check Hu Tao really quickly. Or is she the one that I checked before? I don't think so. Press V instead of C there for a moment. So let's see, realistically we want you, I think? Because you have the conversion, right? Attack increase? Yep. Blood Blossom damage. Ah, Whopper Flower. That's why. And you need child's parts. Right? Liyue character. Liyue boss. So only Inazuman characters are going to be the ones who need the Signora's stuff. Mondstadt, Inazuma, but doesn't need it. Or Liyue. Inazuma. And you did need it, right? Yep. Can I check ahead by any chance? I've been converting a lot of these, by the way. These are a very common material, but she needs them. And it has the same conversion as usual. 1 gold from 3 silver, 1 silver from 3 bronze. So 1 gold is 27 bronze, and I just converted all my handguards to gold.
Osmanthus.
Yes, we know Osmanthus wine. That is one of the biggest memes in this community. Okay, so, we are at about the 1 hour mark. I can't see the timer right now, actually. OBS? Yeah, just a little bit over an hour. Maybe the stream itself is a few minutes short. But since we finished up our AP and need to figure out what to do next, I'm going to go ahead and take this as a bit of a time to go take a quick break to stretch and such. So I'll be back in probably like, I don't know, 3 minutes or something. Go ahead and use the bathroom, get some tea, whatever. See you in a little bit. Hello, hello, I am back, so let's get back into Genshin. Okay. So, I don't honestly have much of an idea what to do at this point. Oh, actually.
But where are those?
Mine 10 items. Right, we did that. We did that. I mean, sure, might as well do that. I was gonna go into some world quest stuff, but might as well.
Who share the mem...
No, Zhongli, I will not permit you to complete that sentence. Hello, God of Leeway here. Can I take care of, like, giving you 10 eggs? Currently at rank 5. Okay, it's bounty. Let's do request. Because that's the one that's super easy. I have no idea where any of you are. Cool. 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 V to track. He is way over here. And V to track one other. Click it. Cool. And then I just need to, like, look for the third one in my quest list. Is this really a request? Oh god, people are... Oh god, people are dead. No, no, no. I forgot that people were literally dead. Here. How much healing do you have left at this point? Yeah, so see, it's kind of difficult to actually drain it. Now we go over here. And I guess kill those slimes. Weird. Normally the requests are like, give me 5 iron chunks, give me 3 silk flowers, or something like that. This time it's kill 2 cryo slimes, I guess. I'm gonna just go ahead and do this. Because Ayaka, as you might guess, isn't gonna do great against these. Right, they're cryo. See how that freeze effect works in reverse. They can freeze you as much as you can freeze them.
Time to go.
Would you please die? Oh yeah, that was actually the request. Okay. Back over to here. Tea house? Yep. Yep, yep. Why do you need iron chunks? What? You work at a tea house. Like, I'll give you your shit, don't worry, but just... why? Oh, to Taromaru or whatever it was? I think that's the dog. Weird. Okay. Now for the most fun part, trying to figure out where the hell... Don't I have that? Doing that soon then, I guess. Cool. Oh. I think that might be it.
Onwards.
Wait. That has a reward. Wait a moment. If it's for commission, shouldn't that... If it's for commission, shouldn't it, or request, shouldn't it not have that? I never actually looked at that before. I think that is it. Okay, I've never known that before. Like, I always just kind of found the name by chance. Yeah, I guess that you can find out which of these is the request by what doesn't have the quest rewards. By the way, let me just claim this key right... Oh, right. Okay, let me just unlock... Okay, let me just unlock... Oh, thank God. Unlock Ganyu, get a key, and I think I figured out what we're going to be doing soon. Dark Knight is the one that was blocking a lot of those, and that is up here.
Apologies. Kamore Tea House only accepts guests of sufficient status.
Okay, so that's that over to the Jade Chamber. So that is over here. Oh, that's annoying. I think we might be able to get, maybe, to it from here. Oh no, it's not the Jade Chamber. Oh, that's the Jade Chamber teleporter, isn't it? Eh, still the easiest way to get there, honestly. The Jade Chamber is super annoying to get to, although it is a very pretty view. And yes, I know, don't question the physics of gliding in this game. This is not a request, this is an actual quest.
It's shocking how much work there is to do, even for the three of us.
And she's been handling it alone all along. The Qixing secretary clearly isn't an ordinary person. It's so frustrating.
Huh?
Wait, isn't the Qixing secretary Ganyu? Don't lock me into it, don't lock me into it, don't lock me into it!
How come you're here?
We are Miss Ningguang's private secretaries, not servants.
Have you seen Miss Ganyu, Traveler? It has been several days since Ganyu left for Jueyun Karst. She's the general secretary of the Liyue Qixing. We've only taken over her responsibilities until she gets back.
Donde está la Cocogot?
Even though the Qixing have made peace with the Adepti after the latter had denounced Liyue, they still want to pay their respects to the Illuminated Ones. They commissioned Ganyu as their envoy to deliver a letter to Jueyun Karst and bring the Adepti the latest news about the crisis. Still, Ganyu should have been back to her usual responsibilities by now, but she's disappeared without a trace.
Is that so? Maybe Ganyu just took a little detour. Who can blame her after working so hard?
I'm afraid it's not very likely. Ever since we met Ms. Ganyu, she's been nothing but the most conscientious person in all of Liyue. Even when it's time for her annual leave, Ms. Ganyu stays on duty at Yuehai Pavilion saying there is still so much to do. She couldn't possibly be using her mission as an excuse to slack off.
Oh, Paimon sees how it is. But she's half Adeptus. She wouldn't get in trouble, right? Why do you look so upset?
It's because of this absurd workload of hers. When we first heard the three of us would be taking over for Miss Ganyu, we thought it would simply be a matter of changing our work environment.
We couldn't have imagined that Miss Ganyu's daily workload far exceeds what the three of us are used to doing.
Speaking of Jueyun Karst, Traveler, I've heard that you can go in and out of there as you please.
Of course! We've been there lots of times!
That's good news. Could you go to Jueyun Karst and find Miss Ganyu for us? Preferably before we collapse under this workload. We're saved. I remember Miss Ganyu said that she'd be visiting Cloud Retainer's abode. You might as well start looking for her there.
It's about time she came back to work. Otherwise...
No, perhaps we should go to Lady Ningguang first and bring up our overtime pay again.
No, I'm not doing it. I just want to get up
So
to
Ganyu
the
left to visit Cloud Retainer.
pavilion.
Doesn't she live in Mel Outsong? We should hurry up. Paimon hopes we can find her there.
No, not the pavilion, the Jade Chamber. Yeah, just get me up there. Secret code, blah, blah, blah. Cool. I'm gonna just go ahead and change my quest. God damn it. I assume that what happened is that I unlocked Ganyu's thing and it changed my quest marker to her story as a result. Physics be damned! Oh hey, I did take damage before. I thought that fall seemed far. And yes, we're just abandoning Ganyu for the moment. I'll probably go do her thing next since we came up on it. Alright. Forgot I had you equipped. Yeah, it's not too much slower and doesn't use stamina unlike the sprint, so it's more sustainable. Pros and cons at that point. Please die. Thank you. I keep going over to 2 to freeze him.
Stabilize.
Frozen. Crush.
The main effect of Tao's ult, by the way, is to heal her, because her main skill actually damages her a fair bit, but also gets her more, it increases her damage. It increases her damage the lower her HP is to a certain point. Cool. Switch the party back, please.
I await your instructions.
Alright, it was a request, that's all there is. Yep, you. Please tell me that I actually finished all of them. Cool. I think. When bounty's target HP falls under 15%, a large amount will be restored after 10 seconds. This can only happen once during the hunt. Invulnerable to Electro. Increased damage from Catalyst. Sure. Check map. Go here. Please be one of the ones where it just kind of shows up. So ideally, I should get rid of Raiden from my team here. You know what? Actually, I will. Because I have enough characters that I can do that at this point. Hi, Mona.
This is destiny.
Let's see if I can show off at least semi-infinite freeze.
Take flight.
You don't notice me. You don't notice me.
Barely a scratch.
Come on. I pressed the Zhongli button and it didn't Zhongli. Oh, do you not freeze? That's a bit of an issue to my plans.
Shadows of fate.
Oh, now you freeze?
Stabilize.
Okay, significantly more scuffed than intended.
So rude.
Oh god. You.
I swear by my sword.
You.
Fate is upon you.
You.
Sakura swirl. Whirling snow.
Please die.
Stabilize. This is order.
Now you get hit by that. God, fine.
Delved into destiny. My apologies.
So you get to reposition for free, basically. I'm not super used to using a permafreeze comp yet, though, so it's not as fluid as it should be. Let's go see what the next one is. Because you can only take one at once instead of, like, the request where you can take all three at once. You collect. Cool. Next. Cool. Other than the bounty target, also a ruined cruiser will also be present. Its ability will be comparable to that of the target. Okay. Invulnerability to cryo. Damn it. Paralysis lasts longer. Okay. You. Go over to this. And equip Raiden Shogun.
The campaign begins.
Yep, just where I thought you'd be. This seems to be a very popular spot for these things. Like for, they're not commissions, they're not requests. Bounties? Yeah, bounties.
I will have order.
Okay, let's see how this works.
Written in the stars. Shine down. Barbados, guide us.
Oh god. I'm so used to Ayaka, who infuses her ability, or who infuses her normal attacks with cryo. So it's just constantly doing cryo at all times. First this, then this.
Order guide you.
Then over you, and then you, and you.
Fate is upon you. Shine down.
Theoretically, the static or whatever should last longer.
There is no escape. Inazuma shines eternal.
Please die.
This is order.
And did it just a little bit early just to be able to switch over to other characters. Like with the permafreeze, the taser comp is another one that I'm not super familiar with. I'm basically familiar with that first team you saw where Ayaka does a lot of damage, Raiden supports, Zhongli shields, Jean heals, and not familiar with anything else. I've played this game a decent amount, but I have not, like, min-maxed my teams and such. Let's see. Increase physical resist and all elemental resist. Attendance at the camp can increase of target. Kairagi, I think that's the target. Dancing Thunder, and periodically restore target's HP. Oh, the bounty target, Dancing Thunder, and okay, whatever. Bounty target will destroy the previous batch of attendants every 60 seconds. Invulnerability to Electro, Animo resistance decreased. Cool. So, step 1, go to the party. Take out Raiden.
A pleasure to be working with
Put
you.
in Jiangling. There we go.
I'll bring my seasonings.
It'll make sense shortly, if you don't already know. This is also a spot that I'm relatively used to. There you are. Okay, Kairagi Dancing Thunder is the full name of the target. Hello.
I swear by my sword. Take flight. Embrace the ice.
Hi, invulnerability frames. Because off-field supports are really good.
Stabilize. I will have order.
My apologies.
Over. Take this.
Hi. I don't think you're one of the attendants, but I'm going to kill you anyway.
Whirling snow! Sakura swirl! Take flight!
Ooh, 22,000. That's a nice hit for me.
This is order.
Wind, hear me!
Bubba, get them! Toast!
My apologies!
You may want to get healed up, my dude.
Stabilize.
I'm the frying pan!
Take flight!
Ah! I thought the attendants were going to stay around, so I was going to get a little bit of extra damage out from that. Oh well. Is there a thing over here? No. The red thing that was there was from her E.
Nice and spicy!
It leaves that thing behind. Anyway, back over here. And that is the last of my bounties for the week. Oh yeah, we got another thing here, didn't we? Oh, we got new... Oh, right! The Saran teapot. Totally forgot about that. Let's go ahead and do that really quickly. Sorry for the delay there. There was just a speck in my tea.
We have put...
Yep, I know. Furnishing. Collect. You. Yep. Cool. Can I make you 3? Because if you can make stuff with these icons, that's preferable, because that gets you more, essentially experience in the teapot. Huh. You my Miru would. Notukami, okay. Sure, make one of those. And make whatever is super easy. Sure. I'm gonna have one of you. I got enough of those. And sure, why not? Trust rank, collect currency. Goodbye.
If you ever
And that is pretty much all I ever do with the Serenity Pot. Because it's useful for the weekly BP stuff, and that's about it, because I don't do anything multiplayer. What do I have that for? 1,000 currency? Oh no, duh, those. Let's go ahead and mine 10 items. I'm gonna try to just go for iron chunks here because I'm running low on those actually. This way. Try not to accidentally land on one of the cliffs. That's not sparkling. This is Noctiluctus, right? Yeah. I'm gonna skip on that for now, just that I'm not filling up my quota with that. There have been times where it's been useful to grind Noctiluctus Jade, though. As you could probably guess, useful for certain people leveling up. I think this guy, actually. That should be 3. There's a couple up here. Yep. 4, 5, 6.
Stabilize.
Cool. And then there's a bunch of Noctiluctus there, which just... It does fill out my mining quota, so I'll get them here.
Solidify!
But ideally, we'd also find more just straight-up iron chunks. Like that. Yeah, there's a ton of mines around here, guarded by, these are called hilichurls. And some of them have, oh, that's totally useful, core lapis, yay! I need just basic ass iron at this point, though, which is actually more difficult to find as a result of being so common. Because it's just everywhere, so it's not really any specific location. By the way, white iron is like an upgraded iron, I think. It's basically just, if something needs iron, then the slightly better version of that something needs white iron. So now give me some geosigils. Domain of some kind. Okay. Oh, well, if that's the domain, then what's this? Oh, just a passageway through. Okay. Okay. Let's go here just to collect ourselves, heal up if we need it, etc., etc. Now then. Realistically, let's go ahead and try for Legend of the Dark Hero, the Dark Knight Hero, because it seemed like a lot of the character stories were actually locked behind that. Oh, actually... Well, first of all, this, sure. What did we get? Oh, right, blueprints. Could go events. Let me just get these really quickly. Yep, got all 4 of those. Got some of those. That's quite a bit, actually. Yeah, see, I'm at BP 48. Getting to 50 by 2 weeks from now is not going to be difficult, I suspect. So we're going to get a... That's not a 10 pull, is it? 160 is a single... 160, so that's a little over 4 summons, I think. One of the rewards, and that's Philosophy of... Okay, I think these are the Liyue gold books, because Philosophy, I'm pretty sure, is gold, like the gold rank. And I remember, I remember that technically Zhongli's stuff is called of gold. Assumedly getting like 5 of those or something. Whatever. Let's actually check that really quickly.
Same as I remember.
Shit, how much is 1? Nope. Nope, can't check it. What if I do this? Oh, fuck! I was hoping that it was going to ask me first. Well, congrats, I finally did a summon on stream. Woo.
But where are those who share the memory?
So like I was saying, this one. Let's go see what we can do about this. Almost certainly going to be in Mondstadt. You know, that country I've essentially avoided until now. Like, I've done the, wolf boss, and that's it. Ask the bystanders at the Fountain Plaza for information. Right, I keep getting pop-ups about this. Nope. Pretty sure I can ask you. Yep, Dark Knight Hero. Doesn't ring a bell. Not one of our customers.
The neighboring nation of Liyue has the most prosperous commercial port in all of Tibet.
Dark Knight Hero. I think I've heard customers talk about it, but I don't tend to listen to their on their conversations, so I'm afraid I know nothing. Yo, what up?
You want to find out about the Dark Knight Hero?
Yes.
Look no further. It's me. I am the Dark Knight Hero.
Cool, what's the context?
You're right, I'm not.
Damn it.
I was joking. Jokes aside, I do think that the Dark Knight Hero and I have one thing in common.
What's that?
It's the way he sticks to his principles. Coming out here night after night, fighting for justice, keeping Mondstadt safe.
Okay, literally Batman.
Wow,
Got
so
it.
you're a nocturnal vigilante too?
No, I just mean he must be seriously rich.
Why is that?
People only start worrying about spiritual fulfillment once they have enough material wealth. It's the same in every hero story, isn't it? No, it's nothing like that. I just have too much time on my hands these days.
Same difference. You are the boss of the Cat's Tail after all.
Why don't you ask the guards at the city gate? They do night shifts all the time. They must know something.
Fair point, actually. Hey, Catherine. And yes, that is the same woman as is on literally another continent.
You want to know about him? In fact, I'm one of the few who has seen him with my own 2 eyes.
Cool, is he Diluc?
Great! This is the guy we need to talk to! So, just who is the Dark Knight Hero?
Whoa, slow down. Let me start from the beginning.
Oh, you just want to tell a tale.
I was patrolling one night when suddenly I heard something. I rushed over to check it out. I saw a gang of suspicious-looking fellows who looked like they were up to no good. So I quickly hid.
Hid? You're supposed to be a guard!
That was when he appeared. He was dressed in black from head to toe, perfectly hidden in the night. The way he crept up on those bad guys must have felt like a living nightmare.
Wow!
Guess what I did next?
I would like to point out, actually, dressed black, head to toe, blended perfectly into the night. No! That is not how that works! To cite one Gaijin Goomba, real ninja wear blue. Yeah, like, blue, like a dark navy blue, blends into the night sky a lot better than solid black. Now, torchlight, with this kind of architecture of the city, like dark alleyways, I could see black working, but definitely not against the night sky if you're actually seeing natural night sky.
I wasn't the bad guy. Why would I need to run away? Still, I did leave the scene. I didn't want to be a nuisance to the Dark Knight Hero. So instead, I headed to the Knights of Favonius' residence.
Sorry. I took a little bit too aggressive a sip of water there and it splashed onto my nose.
Correct. I thought surely someone with such a strong sense of justice and who voluntarily protects Mondstadt is exactly the kind of person you'd find in the Knights of Favonius.
That's fair.
But it seems I was wrong. I checked everywhere, and there were no signs of anyone having left the building.
So you're saying whoever it is can't be from the Knights of Favonius after all?
Yes. But I just can't understand. Why would someone like that not want to join the Knights? I'm sure they would warmly welcome someone of his abilities.
Bureaucracy?
So, the point you're trying to make is you don't know who the Dark Knight Hero is either?
Hey, don't be like that. At least by talking to me, you've ruled out a few more people. Anyway, try asking at the flower shop. I heard a girl there's been talking about the time you rescued her. Welcome to Mondstadt.
Oh, good thing the flower shop is about 20 feet away. I need you to tell me about the Dark Knight Hero. Excuse me.
What's wrong with me? Why can't I get him out of my mind?
Because he's hot.
Hello? We'd like to ask you about the Dark Knight Hero.
My hero? Oh, sorry. Just hearing his name gets me lost in thought. Hang on, how did you know who I was talking about? Is it that obvious? Oh no, what am I going to do if Master Diluc ever finds out?
Huh? What's Diluc got to do with this?
Well, I guess I might as well spill the beans then. I used to think Diluc was the one for me.
Yeah, you and about a quarter of Mondstadt, I'm pretty sure.
I was rescued by the Dark Knight Hero. I just don't know anymore.
Wowee! You saw the Dark Knight Hero? For real? What's he like?
It all happened so fast. I was so scared. All I remember is seeing a flash of fire. But I felt safe. I only saw his silhouette, but it felt so familiar.
Yep, definitely Diluc. Okay.
Who knows? Now that you mention it, a pyrovision does seem like a good explanation. It lit up the whole area in an instant. I remember that very well.
Okay then. Well, thanks for the intel, Donna. See you around. So, based on what we know so far, all we need to do is find a wealthy, vision-wielding vigilante who's not one of the knights. Nope, still no idea. But we already asked so many people. Guess we gotta see for ourselves. Let's take a look around the city at nighttime. If we're lucky, we just might bump into him.
Sure. I would think wealthy vigilante pyrovision wielder is going to narrow it down. There can't be that many pyrovisions in the area. Yeah, so welcome to one of the weirder mechanics of the game that I actually totally forgot about until the first time I needed to use it. You can just straight up control time. Like, it's not actually literally controlling time, I think. Because, like, this super looks like you're just controlling time, but I think that you're supposed to just be waiting in place. Yeah, you can just go to any time you feel like, at any time. I kind of wish that the number of days that pass had any kind of impact, because that would be kind of interesting.
Boats.
It's getting dark. Let's stick around Mondstadt. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll meet the Dark Knight Hero.
No, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, they've never had amazing collision detection on these things. It's good enough for gameplay, basically. Oh, we actually have a thing we're going to. Hold up, gotta go collect the shrooms. Oh, nope, wrong button. Hello, shrooms. I remember collecting dozens of you for Mona. Like I said, you get real used to collecting specific items, because you never need them until you need 200 of them. Let's go this way. They do not particularly want us going this way. Okay. Come on. Off. 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 How many times did I press the X button during that? I guess we were running. Have you tried fighting back? Yeah, it tends to work for me, too.
The Dark Knight hero is Master Diluc?
Who could have seen that coming? Okay. Huh? To you as well.
After managing to steer clear of the guards' patrol route, I never anticipated I'd run into you instead. Dark Knight hero? Sounds awfully derivative to me. Please tell me you didn't come up with that.
How is this the first you've heard of the name? Every man and his dog in Mondstadt is yapping about the Dark Knight hero.
I do not concern myself with idle chatter. Though, I suppose I may take the idleness of others as a sign that peace prevails.
Huzzah! The great mystery of the Dark Knight hero of Mondstadt! We solved it! Now then, Mr. Dark Knight hero.
Please stop calling me that. Seriously, it makes me uncomfortable.
Not surprised. It's the stupidest superhero name Paimon's ever heard. You should come up with something more original. Like... Captain Pie...
Pie?
What? Okay, I'll give that the humor is actually decent there. I have no idea what the fuck's going on with it, but it works for what it's supposed to be.
Captain Pyro! Tell us, Captain Pyro, what happened here today?
Same.
It was the Abyss Order.
Them again?
I don't know what the devil they're plotting this time. It seems they're performing some initial reconnaissance. Considering that I've proven myself to be one step ahead of them on countless occasions, their persistence is unusual. Who would be helping whom is debatable. The Knights are, for the most part, an utterly incompetent bunch. I cannot trust them to take this matter over. What's past is past. I would prefer not to discuss it. Well, I hope this conversation has been of service to you. Because I would like to ask for a favor in return.
Oh? What is it, Master Diluc? Your wish is our command!
You must keep my identity a secret. Above all, it is crucial that you do not let the Knights of Favonius know I am connected to any of this.
Yo, Gene!
What's that sound? Yikes! Have the Abyss Order sent backup already?
They appear to just be small-timers. You should have no trouble dealing with them. I cannot afford delays on account of a few lackeys. I shall have to let you take care of them. Remember, don't tell a soul.
What if they don't have a soul? Are we good then?
Hey! You're just gonna leave us like this?
Bruh, it's like 3 hilichurls. What's the danger?
Right on the spot!
God, even doing this much feels freaking discourteous to the game. Oh, more stuff spawned. Yay. Yeah, really not designed to take it on when I'm this far into the game.
Greetings. I thought I heard something, so I came to check it out.
I murdered literally like 5 or 6 things
out of the
in the time it took you to get here.
Nuh-uh. Not here. Nothing. Zilch. Unless you're looking for the Dark Knight hero, in which case...
The Dark Knight hero? You saw him?
Oh, the Dark Knight hero is, her!
Do we know which continent is Pyro yet? Shneznaya, I would assume is Cryo. Isn't Sumeru Dendro? Yeah, I don't know where we're gonna get our Pyro abilities, but sure as hell ain't here.
You! The hero who safeguards Mondstadt from the shadows! On behalf of the Knights of Favonius, I thank you for your service to the city.
It's nothing. Really, you're too kind.
Wait a second. Aren't you the traveler that just arrived in the city?
Just?
Rumors were circulating about the Dark Knight hero long before you ever arrived here.
Okay, that's fair.
Why would you lie to me about that?
Because people think the Dark Knight hero is cool, and thus it would get me respect?
Never mind. You don't seem like bad folks. But I do hope you will visit the Knights of Favonius soon, where we can discuss the Dark Knight hero situation in more detail. You know, some things are best not discussed in public. Duty calls. I must be going. Stay safe, traveler.
That it? Oh, no,
Seems
there it
like
is.
Huffman has something he really wants to say to you about the Dark Knight hero. Better head over to the Knights of Favonius and see if you can find him.
Personally, my guess is that he's a fanboy. Or that they have some ongoing investigation to ambush him. One of the two. So,
Huffman!
Oh, it's you two. Thank you for coming. So, the Dark Knight hero. Do you have anything else you're able to share with me? Ah, yes, of course I should fill you in first. Apologies for my appalling lapse of etiquette. The situation is... Here, take a look at this.
Jeez, what horrible handwriting. Let me take a closer look. Huh? Some parts of this seem to be complete gibberish.
Indeed. Although this is written in the common tongue, it appears that a cipher has been used in many places. Nevertheless, one can grasp the general message from the non-ciphered portions alone. This is a war declaration from the Abyss Order to the Dark Knight hero.
Does that mean the bad guys want the Dark Knight hero to go away forever and ever?
Something like that. Thus, we are hoping to contact him as soon as possible so that we can attempt to coordinate a response.
hold up a moment. Who the hell ciphers part of a letter? Like, if you're using a cipher that genuinely people can't just figure out by looking at it, then why not cipher the entire thing? Especially if you're leaving in information that's as important as very clearly looking like you're going to be storming the front gate at some point. Unless you are specifically doing that to mislead people by feeding them false information, or at least give them a red herring of some kind, then that really is a weird way to go about things.
After all, this matter no longer concerns merely the Dark Knight hero himself. It impacts the entire city of Mondstadt. If you find out anything at all, come and find me.
Cool.
A war declaration sent by the Abyss Order?
Quick, to the winery!
This is not good news at all for Master Diluc. Quick, we should go tell him right away!
Slowly glide to the winery. This is of utmost importance. I've always wished that there was a way to speed up your gliding. Like, maybe plane controls or whatever where you can kind of tilt down to speed up. Ooh, iron. You...
Crumble!
Yeah, good enough. Okay, that's a different quest. You can enter the winery? Huh. I've never been in here before. Oh, books. Always collect books. Can I... Oh, okay, just a little interaction. Probably a gift. Kinda wish I could zoom in on it a little bit better, but whatever. Yep, no. Hey, D-Luke. Okay. Not gonna lie, nice place. This is good. Ooh, you got a cellar for me to explore later. I guess the sun rose. Rose, popped into existence. What's the difference? Not gonna lie, there's a part of me that kind of wants to just end the stream there. But let's go ahead and go the extra, like, 5-10 minutes here. Just, see if we can hit a good breaking point or something to that effect. Did I get, like, 2 or 3 achievements there just for picking up books? Okay, second floor could use some work. It's nice enough as a layout, just there's nothing really to draw interest. Yep, collect the entire series. Figured that's what was happening. Yay, 15 primos.
Master D-Luke! Just now, we were at the Knights of Avonius, and...
I take it you're about to inform me of the war declaration from the Abyss Order. I'm aware of it, though I appreciate you for taking the trouble to come all this way.
What?
The Dawn Winery's intelligence network extends beyond commercial matters.
You have an intelligence network?
So, what's the plan, Master D-Luke?
I'm open to suggestions.
Read, I don't know.
No. That would be playing right into the hands of the Abyss Order. They know full well that we don't exactly see eye to eye. They're using this as a means to force me into making an appearance. If my identity were exposed, all my future activities would be subject to some degree of interference from the Knights. After all, no powerful organization wishes to be outdone by someone from the outside.
Ooh, the Abyss Order has really dealt you a tough hand this time. What a sneaky little bunch those guys are.
There is a way. But for it to work, I need some more information. Specifically, I need to decipher the obscured portions of the Abyss Order's war declaration.
Obscured portions? You mean the bits Paimon can't read?
It must be a cipher only understood by members of the Abyss Order, used to spread messages within the organization.
Oh. I don't know if they're going to go this way, but this would be really cool if it's that they aren't even exactly using a cipher per se. It's that the Abyss Order is just straight up bilingual. Because, yeah, I'm not going to bother. No, I'm not going to bother holding back on spoilers if I know stuff realistically. In a recent event, as we were exploring the chasm, which you saw a little bit of, I think, on the previous stream, it basically was revealed officially that the Hilichurls and all associated monsters and such, just the Abyss Order in general, are the former members of the country of Conria, which is this ancient civilization, fell 500 years ago or something, and basically all of the robots that are just kind of walking around and a lot of the ancient Magitech stuff, that is tech from Conria. So it would be interesting if the Abyss Order was just writing partly in Common and partly in Conrian. Because that's totally in line with what they would be able to do, assuming that they had enough mental faculties to do so, because the other part of that reveal was basically that they are all immortal, but that doesn't mean they're all sane. It was quite a depressing moment. I quite liked it. It was quite well done, but depressing as hell.
It's not simply a war declaration. but also a notification to their own. When you take a stand that makes you a hero to one party, you also become a villain to the other. And since I've been the Abyss Order's enemy for so long, they've made me the target around which they can rally their troops and unite their strength.
Wow, seems like it takes a lot of brains to be a superhero, huh?
I understand my enemy well, is all. As the saying goes, heroes and villains are two sides of the same coin.
So what are we gonna do about the intel that's written in gibberish then? How do we un-gibberishify it?
Simple. When you don't understand something, you ask. I've already tracked down one of their strongholds. If you're interested, feel free to come along.
Yay, torture! Anyway, like I said, that is actually going to go ahead and do it for the stream since we are at the 2-hour mark. This time went pretty well, actually. The scuff of the Assassin's Creed attempt really colored how I felt last time, so apologies for the initial introduction to Genshin Impact. Hopefully this gave a little bit of a better impression. Yeah, so if you enjoyed the live stream, go ahead and do all that YouTube stuff for a million times. I thank you for joining me on this live stream, and I hope you have a wonderful remainder of your day. You can follow me on Twitter at Peter Moxilin, and that's going to be where I have a bunch of random thoughts, any updates, all that kind of stuff. I'm trying to be very freeform with the account, just that I'm using it more, because I've always been very cautious about using much social media. Yeah, so, like I said, I hope you have a wonderful remainder of your day, and I hope to see you again tomorrow, where I'll be continuing to stream every day, 7 to 9 p.m. EST, my time, EST. Tomorrow is probably going to be Fire Emblem, since it's been a few days since we did that. And honestly, rotation of 2 Mass Effect, 2 Fire Emblem, probably 1 Genshin Impact, and then 2 to be decided per week for the duration of at least the Mass Effect trilogy. That feels good to me, actually. So I might go ahead and start making schedules that incorporate that, since I know how all of them, work and all that. Yeah. Assassin's Creed, I wanted you to work so bad. Anyway, moving on. So yeah, hope you have a wonderful remainder of your day, etc., etc. See you in the next one.